It's so exciting to be here with you today. Today, we're going to be talking about overcoming self doubt, right? We want to overcome self doubt and trust this process. And it's been really awesome to watch. I'm trying to remember who I spoke to. I don't remember who I spoke to this week, but there was someone I spoke to this week where they were like, well, we already have what we wanted. We already manifested. And I said, okay, great. Pick something else. While you're still connected, pick something else. So it's exciting to hear that things are manifesting for people. If yours is still coming, know that the work for you, that's interesting. Wait, I don't mean to do that. Here we go. Sorry, someone was texting me if I was on. I just want to let her know I am. I don't know why she's not seeing it, so maybe you're not seeing it. So if you're seeing this, please drop a 1 down below so I can see that you're seeing this. Yeah, okay. Is it not streaming? Where is this streaming? I see you guys watching. This is interesting. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. And the person that just dropped a 1, are you in the Kiss Your Struggles Goodbye group? And if you are, can you tag Joni Ireland? She's looking for the video and she doesn't see it for some reason. So, okay. Anyhow, day 18. If you have not received, don't worry. We're still in this, right? We're still moving forward. And also know that you are, by staying committed and staying focused, you are awesome, Jody. I'm glad you may have found it. You are actually doing whatever work needs to be done, whether it feels good or uncomfortable. You're in alignment to heal what you need to heal, to overcome what you need to overcome, so that you get to the manifestation. So continue to trust the process. And so for those that are tuning in, maybe not in the challenge, my name is Brenda Kiss. I'm a transformative Neuro Reiki master, helping you to overcome your struggles and really live in a place of calmness, stillness, happiness, or joy. I've helped women from depression, anxiety, trauma, weight challenges, to really find a way to feel comfortable in their body so that they can live happy and joyful. So that being said, let's talk about, people think willpower and motivation are going to be the keys to overcoming something. And willpower and motivation, they're ego-driven. They're from the mind. They're not sustainable. How many times have you gone on a diet and you did it and then you had the willpower for a few days and then you're off? Or you were motivated. And I think I told this story earlier in a couple classes that I used to be part of a network marketing company. And I go and I get motivated. And I come home and I'm motivated. And then self-doubt and all that crept in. So it's not about willpower or motivation. It's actually about inspiration. It's about being inspired, being called to do the work. And every day that you guys are waking up, getting your action steps, that's inspiration. That's coming from within, right? No one outside is influencing your choices. That's you doing the work to come forward, right? That's your inspiration, your guide, your internal clock talking to you. So know that self-doubt and motivation, they only get you so far. You really have to tune in and get inspired to take action, because that's where lasting change happens, right? And so staying connected and really tuning in. We talked, I believe, Monday about really tuning into where you're at. What are the fears? What are the limitations? Because that stuff is coming up now for a reason for you to overcome, right? So that you can then move forward. So I'd like to talk to you today about I have my notes down here, about tools to overcome self-doubt. Self-doubt, I believe, is a process to really work through. It's not like all of a sudden you have no self-doubt. but it is seriously something that you could work through every moment that you do have self-doubt. Who out there, raise a 5 if you have self-doubt. And self-doubt can creep in any time in any part of your journey. Self-doubt can creep in with any stretch, with any growth spurt, with anything that you're doing. Self-doubt can creep in because what's happening is you're going beyond what your comfort zone is. And so when you go beyond what your comfort zone is, you get uncertain, right? And then without certainty, there comes doubt. Just think of this time last year, well, maybe not quite this time, but March last year, how much uncertainty, and maybe see people are even still feeling it, but I feel it was way heavier last year. In March, with all the uncertainty, there was so much doubt on everything. So self-doubt comes with uncertainty. So I want to talk today about how to create some certainty in your actions, some certainty within yourself. And one of the best ways to do that is to get grounded every single day. And I teach a course all about healing through the chakras. And so one of the chakras that really hones in and gives you certainty is your root chakra. Who's familiar with, put a C in the comments if you're familiar with chakras. Drop me a C below. So chakras are energy vortexes for those that aren't familiar. And these vortexes have jobs spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And when they're in harmony, everything in your life is flowing. You're in flow. You're easily moving through life, and things come to you easily. You give easily. You trust easily. Your physical body feels great. When your chakras are imbalanced, you have resistance, you have stagnation, you have maybe physical pain, or in your head a lot, or doubt, or trust issues, or a whole slew of things could be possible. And so learning, and you can get blockages in these chakras by being negative, by hanging out with negative people, from traumas, from childhood traumas, from physical traumas to emotional traumas. So really learning how to go through and heal your chakras is a key, I believe, a key to your health. Did she freeze? Hopefully I'm not frozen. And so I like to talk today just about the root chakra, because the root chakra helps you gain certainty. And with certainty, there is no doubt. So with certainty, when you claim certainty, when you feel certainty, there's no doubt. And so how do you claim certainty? What are things that you can do? And I want to say this is different for everybody, but I will tell you, one is really honing in on your root chakra, really learning to be present. The reason doubt comes into play is because you're thinking of possibilities that might come, or possibilities that did come, and you're thinking of all the what ifs. So learning to be present, be in the moment, be still, be present. You could do that through meditation. You can do it. Who has grounding techniques out there that you want to share? Just drop it below and share some of your things that you do to ground you. But being outside is a perfect way to ground. I use my 5 senses that smell, taste, see, feel, to help me pull myself into the moment. We did the heart centering breathing a couple days ago. That's super powerful to get into the moment. And so we want to talk about getting centered, getting grounded, because when you're grounded, when you're centered, you then know where you're at. Right? That's why we did that process even on Monday, when we were identifying some of the fears and limiting beliefs that are holding you back. And then you guys rewrote your truths, which were amazing. But without being centered and calm, centered and grounded, we're all over the place. And being all over the place can cause chaos and uncertainty. So number one way to get rid of self-doubt is to ground yourself, to be present, really honing in on the root chakra. The root chakra is associated with the color red, so that's one way to help the root chakra. The root chakra also has to do with your legs. So anything physical with your legs, whether you're like pushing your feet into the ground, or doing squats or lunges, anything that you want to do with your legs is really grounding. Being outside in nature is grounding. actually protein foods. Different foods help different areas of your life. So proteins are really grounding foods. Meditating is grounding. And I say gratitude. Gratitude is also associated with the crown chakra, but gratitude pulls you right into the moment. So gratitude is, so again, daily practices, right? Like what daily practice can you bring into your life that makes you feel grounded, that brings you certainty, that puts you into the moment? And then when you're in the moment, you can really identify where you're at. You can really see what emotions, what feelings, what frequency you're in. Remember, and I know you remember because we've been talking about this for 18 days, is that your emotions and your feelings need to be in alignment with your goal, right? So if your goal emotion is up here and that goal gives you happiness and freedom and joy, and you tune in and you get grounded and certain, and you're like, oh man, I'm nowhere near happiness and joy. What do I do? Right? So I share this with you. Let's see if this works. Can you see that? My screen, it looks so tiny. How can I make it bigger? Can I make this bigger? Well, that's as big as I can make it. So drop a Y if you can see the screen. So this is the emotional frequency ladder. And what's really awesome about this is that it gives you a way to identify. You see blue spots, but no screen. No. Oh, man. Blue spots. So you're just seeing the background. You actually don't see. Oh, somebody else sees it. It says emotional frequency ladder, and then it says high frequency feelings, low frequency feelings. I see one Y and some no's. That's interesting. I wonder why one person can see it and the other people can't. No words. Okay, well, I will do this because for some reason that's not working. I'll just come back. Can you see me now? Put a B for Brenda if you see me. Nothing but blue dots. All right, so hopefully I'm coming back to you and you guys are seeing me. I know there's a slight delay. It looks like I'm sharing my screen on my end, so I'm not sure. Easter eggs. Okay, I'll actually post a document in the Facebook group. So it's a document sharing you when you get grounded. It's so interesting. I wonder why some of you can see it and some of you can't. So this document is a tool that you can use to just identify where you're at. And it has a list of emotions on it, which ones are high frequency, which ones are low frequency. So when you're doing your grounding, and when you're doing your grounding process, and it gives you a chance to tune in, and then you can see where you're at. And then when you identify where you're at, ask yourself, how do I get to a better feeling thought now? How do I get to feeling even better right now? What can I do to elevate my feelings right now? Right? Because the truth is, when you get present and get still, you know how you're getting your 3 action steps in the morning? You have all the answers you need within you to really, truly access whatever it is that you want in your life. You know, we were born with that. And so when you get still and you get quiet and you get grounded, then you can be certain on what you need to do. But if you're all over the place and not taking a moment to be with yourself, that's where doubt comes in, and that's where a lack of inspiration. Honestly, that's where we're still feeling like we need to be motivated. We need to move. We need to, have willpower. So I want you to use this emotional frequency ladder document to help you, and I'll send it out. I'll figure out, I'm going to post it in the group and then tag you guys, and then you can download it, I think, right from there. And so that's one way, really honing into your root chakra, getting grounded to create certainty. The second thing I want to share with you in creating certainty over self-doubt is being impeccable with your word. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is the more that you keep your commitment to yourself, the more the universe keeps the commitment to you, right? And the more that you keep your commitment to yourself, the more that you begin to trust yourself and trust your actions. It's an energy. It's like a cycle. So, give you an example. If you say you're going to get up in the morning and work out, and you get up and all of a sudden you say, I don't feel like working out. Well, you just went back on your word. And so now the universe is thinking, okay, maybe she's not fully congruent. Maybe she's not fully being truthful. So here's what needs to happen. If you say you're going to do something, you need to do it. You need to show yourself, and you need to prove to yourself, and you need to build your trust with yourself so that you can continue to build the trust with what you're doing, with what you're manifesting and what you want in the world. So, and it even goes down to, and I just heard this story recently, how many are moms? Put an M in the comment out there if you're a mom. And here's the thing, we often, being authentic with your words, being truthful and holding yourself accountable to what you say is one of the keys to beginning to trust and get over self-doubt. And it goes as far as down as to, like, if you tell your kid you're going to do something and you say, I'll be there in 5 minutes, and then an hour later or 10 minutes later or 15 minutes later, you're not, that means you went back on your word. And so I'm saying to you, look where you can be more authentic with your words. Look at what you're saying and then your actions. So if you're making commitments and you're not keeping them, make smaller commitments. Make smaller, more achievable commitments so that you can make it happen. Hold on, I have a question here. Should we say we are going to do something before bed and follow through when I wake? I'm not certain of that question. What I'm saying is, if you are making a commitment or you're saying you're going to do something, then you need to actually go through with it. Meaning, like today, I'll give you an example. I made a commitment to go walking today, and I'm in New Jersey. When I woke up, it was 24 degrees with winds of 14 miles per hour, and the real feel 18 degrees. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's really cold. I'm not sure I want to go, but I said to myself, no, I said that I would go, so I'm going to go. So whatever your commitment is, it doesn't mean that that's law, right? Like, you also need to trust your intuition, meaning if something comes up and you've committed to, but all of a sudden it feels completely wrong, you need to trust that as well. What I'm saying as far as like trusting what you're saying is, if you are committing to certain things throughout the day, like say we talked about affirmations and we talked about creating a ritual, right? So you're saying, or daily habits, whatever you want to call it, and you say you're going to do it, and then you don't, you're actually lying. You're not keeping your word, right? And that creates doubt. How many people have been in a situation where someone lied to them, right? And then now you don't trust and you don't doubt. Well, the same thing goes with you. If you're saying something for yourself and you don't follow through, you're lying to yourself, and then the doubt comes in. So whatever it is, so maybe you need to make smaller commitments. I'm saying if you do make a commitment at night, then to do something the next day, you need to follow through with it. Yes. And so I'm hoping I answered that question for you. So being impeccable with your word, keeping your truth, owning what you say, and really keeping your word to yourself is big. And the last piece I'm going to share today is about celebrating, right? Celebrating the moments of your successes and focus on things that are working, things that you've done. You know, I could have said I made my commitment to walk today, and instead of doing my hour and 15-minute walk, I could have did 10 minutes, but I still kept my word, right? I still kept my word that I was getting there and I was going to make it happen. And then celebrating the fact that I did, celebrating the fact that, I did what I said I was going to do, and celebrate Celebrate the moments that you get guidance, you get that intuitive nudge, that those 3 steps. Even if you don't complete all 3, celebrate the fact that you even heard the 3, or you found the 3, or felt the 3. Celebrate any opportunity that you can, right? Because when you're because when you're celebrating, you are bringing in that energy of joy, of excitement, one of the highest frequencies, energy. So celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Someone share something that they're celebrating. I'd love to hear. So drop below, what is something that you're celebrating about you or your so far. I know it's early still on a Thursday, but I've been up for a few hours already. So what is it that you are celebrating today? I love to hear. So celebrate your successes, be authentic with your word, and ground yourself. Those are the 3 tools to really hone in on overcoming self-doubt. I will also suggest making a bunch of affirmations. If you haven't done that, you're going to keep hearing that for the next, I don't know, 10, 12 days, whatever we have left. So develop your affirmations is key. And if you're really struggling with self-doubt, if you're really been in your head a lot and trying to figure out how to make this all work, I do have a course that I teach. I said I was going to pick up something yesterday, and I did. Woohoo! I do have a course that I teach that I've helped many people. And if you're here listening and you went through Fear to Freedom, I would love for you to drop a comment below somehow how this course has helped you. So this course is getting ready to open up at the end of this month, at the end of our challenge. And if you're looking to really make transformations, if you are being stuck in the low level and you want to bring your energy frequency up here, and you want to live more up here than down here, and you want to get out of your head and stop overthinking, this opportunity is for you. So I am opening up a call again today for the next 24 hours. Those that really want to take action, really want, us as humans, we were born to move. We were born to take action. We weren't born to sit and ruminate and be stuck, right? You think of a baby, when it was born and all we wanted to do as a baby was to begin to move, right? We started with moving our hands and our feet, and then rolling over, and then, crawling, and then walking and climbing and running and moving. We were born to move. So this is your opportunity to move forward, to move in a way that possibly you've never done before, right? So if you're ready to take action, and if you're ready to really let go of the doubt, to really get out of your head, find that missing piece, and really reconnect with yourself, instead of looking outside of you for all the answers, really finding the answers within you, because you're the one that has your answers. Set up a time to talk, and we could talk about how this course could help you. You can go to callwithbrenda.com, callwithbrenda.com to set it up. I'm taking, for the next 24 hours, those that are ready to take action, make the call. I will see you on the call. I will post the emotional frequency ladder for you. And I actually am going to be playing a bonus video tonight. It's a short one that it's day 18 from this challenge I did previously. It just had a lot of great little nuggets in it. So I wanted to play it for you guys. So I'll be sending that out at 8:30 tonight for you guys to have. So a little bonus training today. I think it's only like 6 minutes long. So if you have any questions and want to know more, I will be posting a link to the course to give you more information out there as well, so you can see what that's about. But go get grounded, keep your word, celebrate your success, and I love to see what you're manifesting. Continue to share your stories, and I love you all. Bye.